こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we are studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to stop and ask me at any time. We're going to be continuing with anime immersion with a Card Captor Sakura. Yoru dame. Evening. That's bad. Nande ya? Why?
だって夜の学校なんていや今晩夜はダメなんでよ
だって夜の学校なんでだって夜の学校なんで Interesting, never seen it constructed like that before. See, date is that same thing where you quote the previous sentence and you're basically talking about the previously said thing. So like sort of like you say blah blah blah, then I'm in school at night. School at oh, I guess let's see. This translator's trying to say it's basically like throwing a statement like a question or something like that, saying it like a question. Let's see how it continues. Date yoru no gakko natte.
夜の学校なんて
Hioe. Let's see. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a exasperation of scared. And in case you're wondering about this, apparently it's a very common thing to have like ghost stories about your school at night in Japan. Yay. No, not at all, okay. Yay. Zettai ni yai. Oh, yes, zettai is absolutely, so, I mean, absolute. Zet, and I guess. Zettai, it says it's already an adverb or fukushi. Zettai. Interesting. She's using a fukushi or an adverb with ni like it's an adjective. I wonder if that's for emphasis. So yeah, zettai ni iya. So no, absolutely no. Or no way as you'd say it in English.
いやいや絶対に嫌けど夜にならんと活動せえへんカードもあるんやで。
けど夜にならんと say naran. Okay, I see. So this is I think this may be the shortened and yeah, naranai using the Kansai accent again. Naran. Kero. Yoru ni naran to katsudo. The activity. Say oh. Yeah, okay, this se is actually a Kansai way of saying of doing a sudo. So this is essentially equivalent to oh here it is down there actually, yeah, shinai, yeah. Seihin or shinai. So but becoming but with it not becoming night, the it's not active. Karamo arun yare. Yeah, this day is basically the Kansai way of saying yo. I wonder if this is just asking in the negative again. It seems strange to say all these in the negative. But it doesn't get going until nighttime. These are cards. There are cards too, you know. Oh, so in other words, the top sentence being used to describe Kado. So he's saying there's cards that exist that don't get going until nighttime. I think in Kansai, having this in on the end can be used in several ways. I'm curious if this is... The statement sounds very explanatory. I wonder if that's what this is. Grammar explanation for... Or, let's see, until night. And is a colloquial form of... Okay, so... Katsudo seihin is a colloquial form of katsudo dekinai. the particle keto here introduces a contrast or exception while some cards can be used during the day, others... Okay. The sentence kado mo arunya, which translates to there are also cards like that. The use of yade at the end is a casual conversational way of trying to stating something with a sense of explanation or emphasis. The usage of keto is common in Japanese grammar where it can be used to connect contrasting clauses or to provide context before stating a main point. So, see, yoru ni naranto means unless it becomes night or until night. So, see, yoru ni naran just means not becoming night. So if you think of to as an if, that's if not becoming night. See, so if not becoming night. Oh, that's right. He's just saying it in the backwards way. Well, instead of saying, like, if it's night, it activates, he's saying, if it's not night, it doesn't activate. Okay, I see. So, kero yoru ni naranto, katsudo. What is that kanji used in actually? Let's see. Lively resuscitation being helping live. Katsu, life living, judo art of resuscitation. Oh, a form of this kanji is used in ikiru, to live, to exist. Katsuyo, practical use, or in other words, yeah, a use in life. So, kedo yoru ni naranto katsudo. Okay, kedo yoru ni naranto ketsudo seihin karo mo arunya de.
確かに夜の学校は危ないかもしれません。ともよちゃん。けど夜にならんと活動せえへんカードもあるんやで。確かに夜の学校は危ないかもしれません。ともよ夜にならんと活動せえへんカードもあるんやで。確かに
確かに夜の学校は危ないかもしれません。確か this was surely, certainly. And used without the ni, it's sure or certain, positive, definitive. 確かに、夜の学校は危ないか. So let's see. If it's dangerous at the school at night, so surely, so if it's dangerous at the school at night, she de ma. Oh yeah, so this is in potential form. Shiremasen. Okay. Because if it was just, it would be shirimasen if it was in. Yeah, shirimasen if it was just in the don't know. So it would be, so we're not able to know. So in other words, we're not able to know whether it's we're not able to know if it's dangerous at the school or night. The Let's see, shiru, to know, to be aware of. That's the verb I'm believing it is, transitive. Intransitive. Okay. Interesting. Apparently the transitive's potential form looks exactly the same as the intransitive's regular form. Something tells me that's not an accident. Let's see how this translates to see which form it's using. Taskani, indeed, okay. Night school might be dangerous. Kamo shiremasen is a grammatical construction used to express the possibility of or uncertainty of translating to might, may, or possibly. In English, it is attached to. In English, okay. It is attached to I adjective abunai to form abunai kamo shiremasen, which means might be dangerous, could possibly. This structure indicates the speaker is not okay. They didn't mention the verb used. Grammar explanation. What are the dictionary form of the verbs used in Chitaska bunai? Wow, this is so wrong. It's calling kamu a verb, but kamu is just the particle ka and the particle mo. Well, we know what they're trying to say. I'll ask about it later. Verb is being used.
夜の学校は危ないかもしれません。ともよちゃんですから私やめー。いやいやいや、絶対に嫌。けど夜にならんと活動せえへんカードもあるんやで。確かに夜の学校は危ないかもしれません。ともよちゃんですから私もついていきます。ないかもしれません。ともよちゃんですから。
Deskara. So in other words, this is basically a politer version of saying dakara, deskara. I've noticed Tomoyo-chan uses a lot politer Japanese when speaking. Deskara, watashi mo suite ikimasu wa. Or in other words, okay, from that, I will also go with you. And suite is sort of like a suku from suku or attach, and then attach go. In other words, go with you.
夜にならんと活動せえへんカードもあるんやで。確かに夜の学校は危ないかもしれません。ともよちゃんですから私もついていきます。さくらちゃんの勇姿をぜひビデオに収めねばなりませんわ。
Sakura-chan no Yushi, majestic figure, imposing figure, impressive appearance, magnificent appearance. Huge Yushi. Sakura-chan no Yushi o Zehi, certainly without fail. See, Zehi. Bidio ni osameru, to put into, to put away, to put back. Let's see. Osameru. Oh, I think this is this the right word it's looking up? Something neba. Oh, it's the conditional form, okay. Let's see, with the conditional ever in the positive. Let's see. I know you generally translate it when it has an adjective helper attached to it, but oh, that's right. You normally just add a reba to it, but here it's just saying neba. Interesting. So instead of saying osamereba, she's saying osame neba. And then this is narimasen, or in other words, she basically saying in this sentence, so Sakura talking, she's referring to Sakura-chan's majestic figure, and then saying, without fail, that she will use the video camera to capture on family. Basically, that meaning. Let's see, to put into, to put away, to. So in other words, without fail, use the video camera. She has to record, essentially. In other words, the possibility of not recording is not possible. The osomeru, which is to record, to capture. The dictionary for, okay. Explain the grammar of interesting, it's not working. What does this translate to? Yushi, magnificent preference, noble posture, okay. Zehi, certainly without fail. Video. Must capture. Must record. Slightly old-fashioned way of saying must. Explain the grammar behind. Yeah, narimasen is basically cannot become. Let's see, when combined with neba, it creates a conditional structure, meaning if not or unless. Let's see. Explain the grammar behind. Neba used as a conditional. Let's see, neba can be divided into two parts. The ne, or izenke, form of classical Japanese auxiliary verb, zu, and ba basically the same as modern ba. So it's a different construction actually of nakereba. Oh. So it's essentially like saying nai and then ba on the end. Nakereba, okay. So Sakura-chan no Yushi. Okay. Sakura-chan no Yushi o. What is that kanji from? I know the other one's used in figure. Oh, masculine male hero, leader, superiority, excellence. Okay, so it's used in those type of words. And then Sugata, figure, form. Basically trying to get the image of a hero type of figure. Sakura-chan no Yushi o Zehi Bidio ni Osame neba narimasen wa.
ぜひビデオに収めねばなりませんわ。どうし確かに夜の学校は危ないかもしれません。ともよちゃんですから私もついていきます。さくらちゃんの勇姿をぜひビデオに収めねばなりませんわ。どうして
Why are you doing this?
それが私の趣味だからですわ。収めねばなりませんわ。
Sorega, or from that, well, basically taking the previous things of this account and adding to it is when you generally see a sorega watashi no shumi, hobby, pastime, dakara desu wa. This is another one of those statements in which you're saying she's basically saying it's her pastime, and from that, but she doesn't actually continue what's from that. Actually, then again, maybe there is no continuation. Maybe she's just trying to use dakara because it has that because meaning to it. Or maybe she just doesn't want to explain why it's her pastime, so she's just saying it's her pastime, and then leaving it there. So, それが私の趣味、いや、それが私の趣味だからですわ。
さくらちゃんの勇姿をぜひビデオに収めねばなりませんわ。どうして？それが私の趣味だからですわ。よっしゃ！今晩3人で襲撃や！
よっしゃ。Alright, gotcha. Konban 3人で襲撃 surprise attack. So, gotcha. This evening, using the three of us, that's why it has de here, we're gonna do a surprise attack. Yosha, konban 3人で襲撃 Let's see. I think I've seen the second kanji in shugeki, an attack type word. Let's see, first kanji, oso, to attack. Oh, it's okay, it's from oso, to attack, and then the second one, using utsu, to shoot. Wait, so why would it mean surprise attack, and not just an attack? Oh, it's just one of the definitions. So basically it just means raid, assault, charge, basically an attack in general. Yosha. Oh yeah. So, shugeki. Yosha. Konban 3人でyosha ya.
よっしゃ！今晩3人で襲撃や！そうと決まれば、ますます決めポーズの完成を急がなければ。おう！今から特訓や！よっしゃ！今晩3人で襲撃や！そうと決まれば。
So to, I'm guessing this is just a to particle with so, as in that way. So with that, oh, kimaru, that's right. To be intransitive, to be decided, it would be kimeru if it was it would be kimeru for transitive, and intransitive is kimaru. Okay, so. Yeah, this is what I expected earlier for that conditional form. Kimareba. So, if it's been decided, then masu masu. Increasingly, more and more, less and less. an increase of whatever direction you're going, basically. Masu masu. It's considered a fukushi or an adverb. So soto kimareba. So with that, has it been decided? And masu masu kime pose. Kime pose or signature pose, or in other words, the decided pose. Kime pose no kansei, perfect completion, accomplishment. In this case, it's probably means completion. So kime pose no kansei, or has the signature pose been decided? No, signature pose decided, that's what we're talking about, and then this is isogu to hurt. So isogu, but let's see. To hurry, but this isn't isoga nakereba. If so, this is if we don't hurry. Wait, signature pose decided it. Okay, if we don't. I think she's just cutting off the ikimasen or narimasen off the end of this. I think it's trying to say, okay, with that decided, it's becoming more and more important to hurry on the signature pose or something like that. Now that it's decided, I must hurry to perfect, okay, your signature pose. Masu masu after a conditional eba. After a conditional eba. That didn't change the translation. Masu masu. Increasingly more and more. I'm gonna guess that masu masu is for the second part of the sentence. how does soto kimareba mean if it's been... Now, now that it's decided. Explain the grammar behind the to kimareba, if it is decided as such. The something to particle here functions as a conditioner. Similar to if in English, and is attached to the volutional form of kimaru. The volutional form, okay. Volutional form kimareba, if it is decided, is derived from the verb. Yeah. The construction indicates that once a decision is made, a certain consequence follows. Masu means more and more increasing, and it modifies the following verb. Isoga nakereba, must hurry. It emphasizes the urgency to complete kimepozu, and it intensifies as a result of decision. The final part is isoga kereba, must uses conditional nakereba attached to sogu. This creates a negative conditional, meaning if one does not hurry, or one must hurry. Okay. How does this mean it's been decided? Wait, oh, to is a quotative particle. Okay, so it's saying to's been used to quote something. See, therefore, soto kimare ba translates to once it has been decided that way, or if it is decided that this is the case. Okay, I guess we sort of use something like that in English, where if if it is this, if that is decided as a way of saying it's been decided. So if it's decided that so is the case, so representing everything that was just said. So masu increasingly kimepozu no kansei signature pose completion. And I think this last part is it's essentially it's instead of being, I suspect it's not actually meant as the we have to construction. That's just saying if we don't do the signature pose, then aka something bad will happen, but not actually saying what the bad is. Like it, like for example, other uses of it in that kind of construction would be like if we don't run, it will be bad, or which would be hashiru. Oh, hashira nakereba adame, essentially.
ますます決めポーズの完成を急がなければ。おう、今から特訓や。どうして？それが私の趣味だからですわ。よっしゃ、今晩3人で襲撃や。そうと決まれば、ますます決めポーズの完成を急がなければ。おう、今から特訓や。完成を急がなければ。
Oh, like oh, essentially, okay. Imakara from now. Tokun. Yeah, special training. So starting from now, to be special training. In other words, we're gonna do special training starting from now. Oh, imakara tokunya.
今から特訓や。と決まれば、ますます決めポーズの完成を急がなければ。おう、今から特訓や。怖いよ。
Scary.
大丈夫、大丈夫。ワイがついとる。
It's alright, it's alright. Or daijabu, daijabu. Why ga suito sui toru. Okay, so I think this is a Kansai dialect of saying suiteiru. Let's see. So suite, that's right, in Kansai they use oru. So suite oru, and then if you contract that, it becomes suitoru. Since you change the te to to. So and y is just Kansai way of saying I. So in other words, it's alright, I'm here with you. Or quite more literally, it's alright, I'm attached with you.
大丈夫じゃないと思うよ。大丈夫、大丈夫。ワイがついとる。大丈夫じゃないと思う。
Daijabu janai tomo. I think it's not alright. 車の走音 sound of a moving train or road vehicle 走音So run, go, and sound. Basically, something running and going, making a sound. aka machinery running.
大丈夫大丈夫、ワイがついとる。大丈夫じゃないと思う。大丈夫大丈夫、ワイがついとる。大丈夫じゃないと思う。
Oh, Futari, okay. Oh, Bureki Oto or brake sound.
お待たせしました。
Oh, let's see, Matsu becomes Mataseru, okay, to keep a person waiting. Shimatsu. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're just going to translating it to the ta and then adding seru, and which is causative form. So cause to wait essentially, and O is just to be more polite. So did I do past tense cause to wait? Or omatase shimashita?
お待たせしました。今来たとこだよ。
Notice she extended that that's how you say no. You notice it's like a quick is yes and a long is no. Ime kita toko da yo. Yeah, toko is just a short for tokoro. So no, just now came to place. In other words, I just got here.
お待たせしました。今来たとこだよ。ご紹介します。
Goshokai introduction. So go's just making it polite. Gosho. So shokai shimasu. So doing introductions. In other words, here are introductions, I guess. AKA, I should say in English, allow me to introduce you. Go shoukai shimasu wa.
ご紹介しますわ。うちのボディーガードさんたちです。
Ichi no bodyguard-san. bodyguard-san tachi desu. Or in other words, these are my bodyguards. I thought using uchi to... I don't think this is being used as the word I. Within oneself. I think uchi just has like a self meaning or personal meaning. So uchi no bodyguard-san tachi desu.
ご紹介しますわ。うちのボディーガードさんたちです。
Yeah. I think it's just an interjection.
お嬢様、では
ご連絡したら迎えに来てくださいな。
では
ご連絡したら迎えに来てくださいな。です。
お嬢様
Bodyguard Ojo-sama so. Don't I normally see this word with another kanji? Ojo-sama. Maybe I was just thinking about something else. See, Ojo-sama dewa.
様では
ご連絡したら迎えに来てくださいな。
Ojo-sama dewa. Of course, the translator wouldn't be able to pick that up. Okay, so Ojo-sama dewa is essentially, she's asking a question, but she knows that Tomoyo-chan already knows the question. And so she's looking for an answer. She just says Ojo-sama dewa.
お嬢様では
ご連絡したら迎えに来てくださいな。
Hi. Go Renraku contacting, getting in touch. So, hi. Go Renraku shitara. So, yes. When you get in touch, mukae ni kuru. Oh, so mukae ni kita, to come meet someone. Kita kudasai. So please, to we usually translate it as please, but it's more like a give. Let's see, kudasaru, I think the original word was to give, yes. So, yeah, when I contact you, give picking up essentially. Or in other words, pick me up when I contact you. And let's see, this word comes from mukai, meeting. And that's from the verb mukaeru, I assume. Mukaeru. To go out and to meet, transitive. If you remember, the ni particle can be used for a purpose. So we're saying to come with the purpose of meeting. Or in other words, to pick someone up. I guess it's... Let's see. I guess that phrase just means something about... I guess maybe the English translations aren't that good, but it has something to do with picking up. But you can always just think of it as to come with the purpose of meeting. So, hi. Hi. ご連絡したら、迎えに、迎え。はい。ご連絡したら、迎えに来てくださいな。Now, shitara is generally used more for things that will happen, hence why it can be translated as when instead of if. So if she said shireba, maybe her bodyguards would have found that strange. It's like, what do you mean if you call us? Hi. Hi, ご連絡したら迎えに来てくださいな。
ご連絡したら迎えに来てくださいな。すごいすごい。
Wonderful, wonderful. Bodyguard-san ga aru. You have bodyguards? Or in other words, literally, bodyguards exist. Let's see, and then this gets shogakusei nante. So bodyguards exist for an elementary school student. Nante anmari nai yo. What is anmari nai? Oh, anmari inai. Oh, that's right. This is an expression used with negative sentences, anmari, remainder. And the remainder she's talking about is elementary school students having bodyguards. So she's not saying nobody. She's not saying no bodyguards exist for elementary school students. She's saying very few elementary school students have bodyguards. Anmari. I know there's like a better translation for that. Anmari. Yeah, because Amare and then Inai is sort of like Inai would imply it doesn't happen at all, but this Amare is like just a little left. So with the exception of not happening, there's a few small cases in which it does happen. So, bodyguard-san ga iru shogakusei nan... Okay, what's this nanta in here for? Oh, things like, okay. So, yeah, okay, so things like elementary school students having bodyguards rarely exist, essentially. Or not many elementary school kids have bodyguards. Okay, so, bodyguard-san ga iru shogakusei nante anmari inai yo.
ボディーガードさんがいる小学生なんてあんまりいないよ。あら、魔法を使える小学生はさらに貴重ですわよ。すごいすごい。ボディーガードさんがいる小学生なんてあんまりいないよ。あら、魔法を使える小学生はさらに貴重ですわよ。
Ara. Like, oh. Oh, I think it's been like that. So, Maho o Skyeru. So, able to use magic. Shogakusei wa elementary school student. So, able to use magic, elementary school student, and then we're talking about that for. So, wa sarani. Furthermore, again, after all, and Sada by itself means what? Not that Sada? So that kanji, okay. New, unused, obvious, natural. Sarani. See, that kanji has to do with grow late, that's night watch, of course, renew, renovation, again, more, further. Okay, I see the kanji using the word fuke or growing late. So, growing lately, or in other words, furthermore. So, after all, more and more, moreover. I think moreover in this conversational context might be a better translation. Sarani. Or maybe, that's right, she hasn't said anything yet, so. Ara maho o skaeru shoujo shogakusei, yeah, shogakusei. Are maho o skaeru shogakusei wa sarani kicho, precious, valuable. Kicho desu wa. So furthermore, precious. Oh, I think she's trying to say I this mean rare by any chance? Let's see. Kicho. Esteem. I think she's trying to say, well, a elementary school girl that can use magic is a lot more precious. So in the previous statement, she was saying that how like almost no elementary school. She said almost no elementary school kids have bodyguards, and she's replying that an elementary school kid that can use magic is far more precious.
そうかも。あら、魔法を使える小学生はさらに貴重ですわよ。そうかも。
Is that so?
それよりもちょっと
それよりも So this is a fan comparison of what was just being talked about. Sore yori and then mo chotto kochira e sore yori more than that. Oh, more importantly, that's right, that's how it's being used here. More importantly, more than that or more importantly, それよりも、ちょっとこちらへ. This is in like in this direction kind of particle. So come in this direction a little, or come this way.
貴重ですわよ。そうかも。それよりもちょっとこちら。ほ何
What?
ささ、着替えましょう。
さあ、着替えるましょう. See, what's 着替える? To change one's clothes.
何ささ
The first kanji is used in wearing clothes. It's used in kiru to wear. The second kanji to exchange. So wear plus exchange is to change one's clothes because you're exchanging what you're wearing. Okay, that makes sense. And you see the second kanji in words like kawari, substitute, replacement. Kairu, to replace. To convert, to change. Kawaru, to succeed. To relieve, to replace. Oh, to succeed as in replace and so on. Okay, I see. And this is in the evolutional form, so it's basically like putting out the idea, well, shall you change your clothes? So, sa kigaeru, yeah. さあ着替えましょう。
何？さあ着替えましょう。なんで？
Why?
さくらちゃんはこれからクローカードを捕まえに行くんですよね。うん。さあ着替えましょう。なんで？
さくらちゃんは、OK、これから、クラウカードを、So, as for Sakura-chan, from this,これから, from this cloud card, okay, this is referring to moment in time from now on, okay. Okay, so this doesn't describe just this part of the sentence. This is a separation on the rest of the sentence. これからクラウカードを
ちゃんはこれからクローカードを捕まえに行くんですよね。うん。特別なことをするときは特別な服を着なければ。そうかも。それよりもさあ着替えましょう。なんで？さくらちゃんはこれからクローカードを捕まえに
つく前 catch in the noun form essentially from 捕まえる so 捕まえに行くん going to catch so okay so in other words from the previous statement so Sakura-chan's going to catch cloud cards and asking in a question sense. It's casual, which is why they don't use question particles. And she replies, yes.
行くんですよね。うん。さくらちゃんはこれからクローカードを捕まえに行くんですよね。うん。特別なことをするときは特別な服を着なければ。特別
Tokubetsu, special. With the toku and tokubetsu is from okay, so the toku has like a particular meaning. So toku ni is particularly, and betsu has distinction, difference meaning. So hence particular and distinction makes special. So tokubetsu nakoto, so special thing, suru to do. So to doing a special thing. Then toki, this is time word. So when you're doing a special thing, tokubetsu na fuku o kinakereba. So when you're doing a special thing, let's see, the possibility of wearing special clothes. In other words, I think she's trying to say when you're doing a special thing, you should be wearing special clothes. I think this is just the Reba Ikemasen construction, only they just dropped the Ikemasen because it's understood that that's what you're going to say, but it's casual speech, so they're just dropping it. So yeah, when you're doing something special, you have to wear special clothes. So, tokubetsu na koto o suru toku wa tokubetsu na fuku o kinakereba.
なことをするときは特別な服を着なければ。特別なことをするときは特別な服を着なければ。その通りや。
その通りや。Tori. Okay. Street road, but I think this could be in path, as in path here follows. Or in other words, I think Sonotori is, yeah, supposed to be that's the way, or something like that. That's right, essentially. Sonotori ya.
特別なことをするときは特別な服を着なければ。その通りや。カードキャプターにふさわしい格好で挑まんと。
Card Captor ni fusawashi. Appropriate, fusawashi. Suitable, fitting. Fusawashi. Kako. So, appropriate shape, form. See, de. Idomu. To challenge, to throw down the gauntlet. Okay, so Idomu to challenge. So, essentially saying, doing a challenge. Oh, this is basically another alternative way of saying the nakereba structure, where you just use the verb in the negative and then you use to. That's another way of doing a conditional, so... So I think it's trying to say, with a card captor, you must use an appropriate form to do a challenge. Or actually, no, you have to challenge using the appropriate form with card captors, or... Let's see. Challenge them in attire befitting of a card captor. So, fusawashi kako de idomanto. Yeah, idoman is basically idomanai, but contracted down. let's see, challenge them in a tire beef. So must challenge. Must challenge an attire, an appropriate attire towards a card captor. In other words, I'll challenge them in attire befitting of a card captor. Okay. Card captor ni fusawashi kako de isomanto. No, idomanto. Kako. So, card captor ni. Oh, this is the purpose ni. Card captor ni. Card captor ni. Fusawashi kako de idomanto.
キャプターにふさわしい格好で挑まんとカードに気合負けしてしまうかもしれん。その通りや。カードキャプターにふさわしい格好で挑まんとカードに気合負けしてしまうかもしれん。格好で挑まんとカードに
気合負け being of let's see 気合 fighting spirit motivation effort so in this kanji used in kiai, the second one is au, as in to match, as in something to be fitting. So in other words, we're talking about having a fitting key. Keys like spirit or mind. So apparently a fitting key is translated as like fighting spirit or motivation effort. A fitting key. Kiai, and then so this is probably from Makasu. To transitive to defeat, and you pretty much knew it was going to be transitive since it's in a su ending. Wait, that's Makasu. This is Make. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is being used as a noun. Make defeat. So Make shite to do defeat. Does he actually say Make? Make or Maka?
気合負けしてしまうかもしれん。カードに気合負けしてしまうかもしれん。分かっていただけて嬉しいですわ。そう、キャプターにふさわしい格好で挑まんとカードに気合負けしてしまうかもしれん。
カードに気合負けしてIt's highlighting that whole phrase. Being overawed. Kiai make. That phrase could have something to do with the reason why he spoke it like that. So fighting spirit and defeat makes being daunted by an opponent. So it's a pseudo now, hence why they're using pseudo on the end of it. Okay. So fighting spirit over and defeat makes being daunted or being cowed. So in other words, you could be daunting. So you can be daunting towards the card. カードに気合負けしてしまうかもしれない。Or it's 試練 but this is short for 知らない。So you could end up being daunting to the card. I don't know. Or in other words, you might be daunting to the card. So in other words, referring to like dressing up for the battle, essentially you might be daunting to the card. So カードに気合負けしてしまうかもしれん。カードに気を試してしまうかもしれん。
キャプターにふさわしい格好で挑まんとカードに気合負けしてしまうかもしれん。分かっていただけて嬉しいです。
分かっていけ分かっていただけだけて from daku, so potential form, so dake. So they daku became dakeru, and then they got in connecting form dakete. So 分かっていただけて嬉しいですわ。So I knew essentially I think it's trying to say I knew I wanted to hug you. It makes me happy or make Wait, translated to I'm glad you understand. What? 分かっていただけて Oh, this is itadakeru, to be able to receive. It's from itadaku. Okay, so to receive, and then itadakeru is able to receive. So wakate yeah, I thought it was strange to use ite followed by a connective verb. So wakate itadakete, so able to receive understanding. So being able to receive understanding makes me happy. Or in other words, as they translate it to, I'm delighted you understand. So, 分かっていただけて嬉しいですわ。
さきれん。 分かっていただけて嬉しいですわ。さあ、着替えやさくら。いただけて嬉しいですわ。さ
あ、着替え、Sakura. So, I guess, well, to be change, Sakura, or in other words, Sakura, go change. Well, uh, okay, Sakigaya ya Sakura.
着替えやさくら。お帽子もありますの。ジレン、分かっていただけて嬉しいですわ。さあ、着替えやさくら。お帽子もありますの。
Oboshi mo arimasu no. Or, in other words, there's also hats, or hats exist. Actually, it might be better to say you can have a hat or no, I think there's also hats is probably better. We also have hats. Okay. So I guess we have hats available might be a better translation. Or there are hats available. And this O is just the polite O, so what's an interjection?
さあ、着替えやさくら。お帽子もありますの。
No, she's not using it as an introduction, so this is just making it polite. Oboshi mo arimasu no.
さあさあ、中へ。
Well, sasa naka
やさ
e.
くら。お帽子もありますの。
Or in other words, go inside. Go inside. The go part's not here, it's just implied. They're saying do something in the direction of inside, essentially.
中へ。
Ano, in this case it means well, because when you use ano, which means that, but it requires a noun, but you don't use it with a noun, it implies you're thinking, and when you're thinking, best translation in English would be like well. So, ano.
帽子もありますの。さあさあ、中へ。素敵ですわ、さくらちゃん。
Steki desu wa, Sakura-chan, or you're wonderful, Sakura-chan.
素敵ですわ、さくらちゃん。恥ずかしいよ。
Hazukashi yo. An interjection followed by it's embarrassing. Hazukashi.
素敵ですわ、さくらちゃん。恥ずかしいよ。恥ずかしがることあらへん。
Hazukashi garu koto arahen. This is from Aranai, and then garu. I think this is appear, if I remember correctly, to show signs of to feel. So to appear embarrassed thing, you don't have. In other words, you don't appear embarrassed. I think they're trying to say. There's no need to be shy. So show signs of embarrassment things. There does not exist or does not have or another. Okay, so he's more of telling her not to have any signs of being embarrassed. In other words, don't be embarrassed. Hazukashi garu koto arahen.
素敵ですわ、さくらちゃん。恥ずかしいよ。恥ずかしがることあらへん。そうですわ。ケロちゃんにもありますのよ。
そうですわ、that's right. キロちゃんにもありますのよ。I think it's supposed to be. That's right. Arimas could be half, so. So as for Kiro-chan as well, I have something for Kiro-chan, hence why it's Nemo. He's both the target and the topic, essentially. Kiro-chan ni mo arimasu no yo.
そうですわ。ケロちゃんにもありますのよ。ワイにも
Why Nemo? This is the Y as an I using Osaka Ben. So what? Me as well? Something for me as well.
さくらちゃんとお揃いで可愛いですわよ。
Sakura-chan to osoroi. Being together, going together, matching clothings. Osoru, same. So it's sort of like matching. So with Sakura-chan, matching. So matching with Sakura-chan. And then let's see, de kawaii desu wa yo. Let's see, and the reason for de use is Sakura-chan to osowari de oh, maybe it's delineation, I think. So when you're in a reduced group of matching with Sakura-chan, it's cute. So Sakura-chan to osoroi de kawaii desu wa yo.
さくらちゃんとお揃いで可愛いですわよ。そうか。
So ka, is that so?
全然緊張感がない。
全然緊張感 feeling of tension. So zenzen means always, but it can only be used with negative verbs. And so yeah, kincho, feeling of tension. So kincho ganai. So they're not tense at all.
ですわよ。そうか。全然緊張感がない。今の音なんだろう。
Thing mono auto or some sound essentially. Noise sound. Thing sound.
感がない。今の音なんだろう。
今の後なんだろう。So 今の音 is the sound just now, and then nandaro, or like I wonder. So I wonder what the sound was just now. So this is the what, and this is the I wonder daro. Ima no oto nandaro.
今の音なんだろう。どないしたんや。どないしたんや。
Donaistan. So donai is the Kansai way of saying either do or donna. So what are you going to do? Donaistan. Donaistanya.
今の音なんだろう。どないしたんや。こりゃ黒カードの気配や。
Korea. Hey there, Korea. I say, see here. Korea. Korakado no kehai indication sign. So yeah, okay, so that's an indication. Hey, or listen here, that's an indication of a cloud card. Korea Korakado no kehai ya.
こりゃ黒カードの気配や。落ち着け。落ち着け。
Let's see, Ochitsuke, calm down, to compose oneself. That's right, this is from Ochiru to down, and Suku to Suki. I think this is Suku as in to come. Suku. Was it to arrive? Suku. To arrive, to reach. So to reach, essentially it's a two nouns that makes a new noun. It's to reach a down state, or in other words, to calm down. To arrive at a down state. He may shriek, scream. Ochitsuke, and he's saying in that in a commanding sense. Let's see. Date. So in other words, like, you said that. Uiteru. Oh, uiteru. Okay, uiteru. To float. So uku, to float. So it's uiteru, it's floating. Uiteru. It's intransitive. She does. So she's saying it in an intransitive way because there's no signs of what's actually making it float. So it's like floating on its own. So uiteru. see, Sakura-chan, that.
さくらちゃん、あれ誰もいないのに影が。誰もい
誰もいないのに、影が。So, someone is not there. Let's see, someone is not. Let's see, someone is not there. Well, no one's there. So, so Kage shadow. Anononi is used in like contrastive statements, so in other words, a shadow is where no one is located. Dare mo inai no ni kage ga.
誰もいないのに影が。影
Okay, I think after ga, if she actually completed the sentence, she would have said something like iru or iru. Essentially, a shadow exists where no one is located. Kage?
誰もいないのに影が。影
Shadow? So, Shitsumon ga arimasu ka? Are there any questions? If not, we're gonna raid, so please stick around for that. And okay, on YouTube, we're gonna raid Teach to Learn. He's doing a Japanese lessons right now. Okay, so on Twitch, we're gonna raid Okay, we're gonna raid Scream Game CH. And let's see who we're gonna raid on Rumble. We're gonna raid Donorian Games. Minasan, お気をつけて。また明日。Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.